Sorry for the holdup, everybody. I got a little caught up looking at the Steam summer sale. I was checking what my wish list was on sale. Always gotta be thinking about what I'm playing next. Ugh, big stretch. Everybody's doing good, though. First stream of the week. Back for some more Pokemon Pokopia. As we do. I think I mentioned before, or we talked about it briefly during the last stream, but we've got the ongoing Jirachi event, so we're going to be checking out a little bit of that. And I also should be wrapping things up pretty much entirely for the Sparkling Skylands area, so that'll be nice. Not sure how much more of the game I have after that. I did mention last time that I feel like I'm approaching the end of the game, so probably gotta start thinking seriously about what I'm going to be playing next. So I've got a couple things in mind, bouncing around a couple ideas. Not going to lock anything in yet. I might do like a poll or something about it before I make any like firm decisions and start adding it to the schedule. But yeah, beyond that, we're here for some Pokopia. We're going to get into the Pokopia gaming, worry about what comes afterwards after the game is actually done. Especially since we got the DLC on the horizon. There's technically still a chance that there's a whole other island in here that I'm not even knowing about yet, and if that's the case, then who knows if we'll even have time for something else before the DLC drops. But yeah, not much else to report. Pretty chill weekend. Just hung out with the boys, watched some anime, did some burgers and hot dogs. You know, very typical 4th of July affair. Can't really complain. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the game pulled up, and we'll get into it in just a bit. So give me just a sec while I get my capture card pulled up. Catch a mouthful of goldfish real quick. I want to be chewing throughout the stream, but I am a little bit hungry. I love goldfish, but I love goldfish, but they always get stuck to the roof of my mouth. Okay. Hold on a sec. Let me cut the music. I gotta make sure my audio is sounding good in the capture. Okay. Yeah, things sound fine. We'll turn it up. I am though. Am I crooked? I feel like I'm crooked. Hold on, let me... yeah, I'm crooked. I'm like really crooked. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, that looks way better. I didn't get nearly enough sleep last night. I was up yapping with one of my friends until like, I think like nearly 2 in the morning. I usually try to sleep earlier than that when I know I gotta stream the next day, but Sometimes you get a little too invested in the conversation. Okay. Everything seems to be looking good, so let me go and get a timer going. Oh, my house has been built. Cool. Oh, and Tangrowth has something to say. Yeah, I think we're definitely about done here. We might very well end up finishing the game in this stream. I don't know what more there is to, or how much more there is to do after all this, but let me go ahead and do an intro bit. Alrighty, what is good, y'all? It is me, Sugar Bear VT, and we are back for some more Pokemon Pokopia. Last time, we managed to completely wrap things up with the building restoration. We ran into Mewtwo, started building some houses, or some of these like pseudo little office building type things that we are using as houses. And now we are just kind of wrapping things up in the general Sparkling Skyland area. We've explored everything. I've got a house being built. And now, as you can see by the decorations on the Pokemon Center, we've got the limited time Jirachi event going on as well. So we're going to be checking out some of that. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. See what we can accomplish in this stream. Oh, a Blastoise. That's nice. Non-burnable, dig up treasure, make food. Okay. Damn. Only stuff I already have. That's obnoxious. I like to at least get a new recipe, but I guess since I'm a little bit later in the game, there's a higher chance of me running into stuff I already have. That's a bummer. Okay. For starters, let's talk to Tangrowth. Or, no, I'll talk to Sprigatito first. No, we're not gonna play hide and seek. Alright, what do you have to say to me, Tangrowth? The Pokemon in this town seem to be living really comfortably too, and that's all because of you. It's a bit astonishing to reflect on how much things have changed since I met you. So many Pokemon have come back, and I was able to witness several towns gradually return to the way they once were. It almost feels like the time I spent alone in that dried-up wasteland never happened. Let's keep working together with everyone to make this town the most comfortable it can be. Then it'll be ready for the day when humans finally come back. Please keep it up until then, Sugar. Was that a quest completion? Okay, yeah, that was, raise the environment level quest. Oh, we get a Ditto Beat. Thank you for your continued use of the PokeLife app for bettering your environment. Please accept this memento as thanks for the great improvements you've already made to this area. Game Boy! I got a Game Boy! Keep on living your best Poke life. Oh ho! I'm fairly certain it was called a Game Boy system. I remember human children playing with these things completely absorbed. They were clearly enjoying themselves so much that even just watching them was fun. Ah, that takes me back. Can I do anything with this? Or is it just decoration? It's probably just decoration. Info. A very sturdy looking game console. It's old, but it seems to still start up. Yeah, that's just something I can spit out. Well, I guess a Pokemon will play with it, though. That's cool on its own. And we are full up over here. Let me toss some of this shit. Okay, let me talk to you. So I did do a couple of these already in my off-screen time. This is the core gameplay of the whole Jirachi thing, is a bunch of the Pokemon in your area, they will say that something's wrong, and then they will give you a quest. From there, you give them a wish note, and they hold on to it, and then once you complete the quest for them, they it will make the wish note sparkle, and then you can use that as currency to buy exclusive Jirachi items. Now, since I already have a Leppa Berry on me, it should just be like a simple one-and-done transaction here. Nothing I need to do after that. Yep, there we go. And then the thing's gonna sparkle, and then she's gonna give it back to me. Okay, so... Oh, that's right. I'm just gonna drop some stuff around here with Girafarig Spot, because she is the one with the pickup mechanic. So, anything that I don't feel like holding on to now, she'll just put it in the nearby Lost and Found. Anything else? I don't need these. I got a lot of screens in here. Okay, that's probably good enough for now. So... Oh yeah! That's right, my house should be done being made. So let me go check that first. Oh wait! Before I do that, I should probably build a flag so I can actually claim it as my house. When we get up there. That should be right there. There we go. You know what? I'll bring Flygon with me too, because I did mention a couple streams ago that I would maybe consider having Flygon. No, not you, Sprigatito. I want Flygon. That I'd have Flygon be the one that's living with me in this area, since I usually like to have at least one of my favorite Pokemon around doing something. I'll check in with what these missions are later. Oh! Do we finally get Dragonair? I have been waiting for fucking ever. That is not Dragonair. What are you doing here, Poliwhirl? What are you doing here, bro? Whoa! The water here is so pretty. Oh, it's nice to meet you. Did you come here to swim too? The water might get a little slimy after I swim around in it, so you can go first. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I like Poliwhirl. It's just, I was really looking forward to Dragonair. But, I guess Poliwhirl will do for now. 210, Poliwhirl, the tadpole Pokemon. Its two legs are well developed. Even though it can live on the ground, it prefers living in the water. 3'3", 44 pounds, water type. Well, you know, a new Pokemon's a new Pokemon, I guess. Alright, come with me, Flygon. Flygon. Over here. Come on. We got house stuff to do. Okay, now I did, at least I think I mentioned that I was going to build my house up here. I decided to clear out a little bit of this area and just go for it right here. Because then when I do the little teleport thing that I believe was Preston filled us in about, it'll just spawn me right up here where most of the action is anyways. So let's talk to Conkeldurr. I've been waiting for you, Ditto. The city house is finally finished. Give it a look if you like. About time for the grand reveal. Here we go. Yeah, that's a cute little house design. I like it. Cool, cool, cool. I'll need to build some blocks around this at some point. Let me go ahead and throw a flag on it. And now I officially have a house. Let me throw some furniture in here and we'll go ahead and ask Flygon to live with us. Let's see. We've got a bed. How about bed? You'll enjoy that corner, I'm sure. Do I have any desks on me? Anything I could use for a desk? Nope, I guess your computer will go on the floor. Alright, here's a little gaming PC. for Flygon. And then, shit. Game Boy. This will be a gamer Flygon. Well, it probably needs to have like an extra thing in the, because I think it needs to have like 3 decorations in it for it to be considered a house. That's considered a toy, not a decoration. Oh, the computer's considered a toy too. I'll just throw some extra stuff in here that could work, and I'm sure some of it'll count towards something. Throw this shelf in here too. There we go. Surely there's enough. Want to move in? You can live on the 1st floor. Alright, cool. Hold on, I want to see if he plays with something. Play with the Game Boy. I want to see you play with the Game Boy. I want to see what game you're playing. Come on, Flygon. Flygon. Play with the Game Boy. 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 Come on. Play with the fucking Game Boy. Fucking rat. Whatever. Whatever. I'll check him. I'll check up on him again before we end up leaving this area. See if we can't catch him lacking. And while I am here, I do remember that we set up the habitat for Ralts as well. So, oh, Curly is going up the elevator. How cute. Neat. Well, it didn't sound like she went up 3 floors. Oh, no, she did. Yeah, she went back to her house. How cute. Well, I'm heading up that way anyways, because we got to see if we got Ralts. Ralts was only a 1-star, so she should be up there already. Oh, somebody's coming up. Is Gardevoir coming up? And I'll wait here. Okay. Well, whoever they aren't coming up here. Actually, let me pick up these doors. These doors are shitty. Actually, no. Fuck. I just remembered that Gardevoir's little habitat is the waiting room. Damn, that means I ruined it. Melinda, what's up? Let me put this back for the time being. That's obnoxious. I really gotta remember to make like a little habitat for Gardevoir so that she's not just living in the waiting room. We left the water running. Acting like they ain't got bills to pay. Ah, there she is, little cutie. I'm doing pretty good. We're kind of wrapping things up in this little sparkling Skyland area. We've just about managed all the important missions from the looks of it, so just wrapping things up here, and we're gonna poke around a little bit, see if we can't get some of the exclusive furniture from the Jirachi event. So, pretty good stuff so far. Excuse me, you over there, Ditto? Yep, as soon as I saw you, I knew it. I mean that you were a Ditto. Also that this home was made by you. I wonder if it's getting across how happy I am. I like how quirky these little psychic types are. It's not just a Gardevoir line thing. All the psychics seem like little weirdos, and I love them. Like, they're trying to hide the fact that they're psychic Pokemon, which is cute. They don't want you acknowledging the fact that they're, like, reading your mind or seeing into the future. And that is, number 123. Number 231, Ralts, the feeling Pokemon. If its horns capture the warm feelings of people or Pokemon, its body warms up slightly. That's interesting. 1'4", 14 pounds, psychic fairy type. That's interesting. I've never heard that about Ralts. Its body warms up when it feels warm feelings. It's like a little mood ring. How cute. Well, you live here now, so... Oh, hold on. I get a recipe. Oh, Snivy's hanging out up here, too. How cute. Menu board. That's not bad. I don't think I have that one. Okay, cool. I really do need to remember to make a habitat for Gardevoir, though. I hate having her living in the little opening area there. Plus, these doors don't fill the gap all the way, and that's really ugly looking. I don't like that at all. Let me look at my habitat decks real quick, see if there's anything that I can do that fits the theme. Anything at all that fits the theme? I mean, no, I don't want to do that. Because, yeah, no, because it needs to be these specific things, and this furniture doesn't mesh with the style that I already have in here. Anything else? Well, this is kind of nice. Does it need... Okay, it just needs to be a wide seat and then a stone fireplace. We already have a fireplace in here. So I could just put a seat right here. Yeah, that's what I'll do, that's what I'll do. This probably counts as a wide seat, so I'll just put a wide seat here. This will count as a habitat, and then I'll just ask Gardevoir to live here. Yeah, that works beautifully, actually. That's what we're gonna do. We're still early enough in the vid that I don't mind wasting a little time doing this, just for my own enjoyment. Okay. Let me... Can't use my camera. Oh, look at Ralts. He's taking a nap on the little sofa. That is so cute. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. Okie dokie. Quick little hike back over to the Pokemon Center. We're also gonna need to find Gardevoir while we're out, since she's probably in a completely random area. She likes just going to random places for some reason. A couple streams ago, when she disappeared, she was hanging out on the edge of the mountain. Let's see, anywhere in the lobby? Nope. That would just be too convenient. Well, we do know that little teleport trick now, so we can always just have Ralts or Curlia teleport us to her. Oh! Big Sparkly. And a smaller Sparkly down there, too. Recipe for wooden flooring, hey, that's actually really good. And City Hut, whatever. Whatever. Okay, it seems like Poliwhirl is settling in just fine. We'll talk to some of these guys in just a sec. I really do want to get this Gardevoir thing done real quick. Oh, Jirachi's napping. That's cute. I think Jirachi was napping when I was in here earlier as well. Just one should do it. I will say, a lot of the furniture pieces here, I haven't gotten a close look at any of them. Let me actually zoom in some. Facing the wrong way. Some of these furniture pieces are really cute. I like this little, I couldn't remember what it was called last time, and I still can't remember now. Little makeup, fixture, hair, mirror thing. And then the bed, kind of dresser, wardrobe thing back there, a little table. I did already buy this, because I was like, if I get anything, I want it to be this. The little lamp with a sleeping Jirachi on top of it is so cute. This little clock is really nice, too. I like the star rug. The cannon's neat. I hope that's functional. And then telescope and little wall ornaments. Those are kind of whatever. I'm not super invested in those, but still, some pretty good stuff in this little limited furniture set. I hope that Nintendo plans to keep supporting the game going forward. I would really love to see some more consistent, like, maybe like every month there's a new Pokemon event. Our new Pokopia event would be pretty cool. Okay. Now let's head back. I know, y'all are all just having the worst troubles right now. I pinky promise that we will handle it all for you. I just really want to do this Gardevoir thing. Okay, I don't see her off to either of the sides as well, so I guess we're going teleport method. Okie dokie. Is anybody hanging around who can teleport me? Alright, cool. Ralts is still here. Curlia likes to move a lot. I can't get her to stay still to save my life. And we're looking for Gardevoir. Yep. I wish there was a teleport animation. What? She was just hanging out in the bathroom? Don't worry, girlie, you're not homeless for long. No need to take up an attitude. We can get you fixed up right here. Hold on, this should count. This is a 2-wide seat. This should count. Why isn't this counting? Am I missing something? This should definitely be counting. Seat wide? Does it just need... Hold on, let me look at that other seat here. The evil seat. Luxury sofa. So no, I swear this should count. I don't know why it's not counting. Does it need to be on a specific side? That wouldn't really make sense. Gardevoir. Let me pick it up again and place it back down. Come on. Does it need to be lit? Hold on. Habitat Dex. I think it needs to be lit. Okay. Guess we're tacking on one more quest to this. I'll just keep Gardevoir with me. We gotta go find a fire Pokemon to light up this fireplace. I'm realizing now it's the same thing as like the as the weather doll habitat that we were doing back in the Withered Wasteland. With the Castform dolls, where even if you have everything placed down, in order to actually make it act as a habitat, you have to put a berry on the plate. And then it stays acting as one after the berry's off, but it won't count as one to begin with until the berry's on. Vulpix should be around here somewhere. Vulpix will work. See, look, this is what I'm talking about. Curlia really be moving all over the place. Hey, come on, Vulpix. Curlia is a very active and involved in her community. Hey, Sean, how are you? We're doing pretty good today. I mentioned it a couple times already, but I'll mention it again for you. We've got the limited time Jirachi event going on in Pokopia today. So we're wrapping up some stuff in the Sparkling Skyland area, but mostly I want to get some of these exclusive furniture items. There we go. Now this counts as an area. Now I can get Gardevoir to live here. Well, hopefully she'll live here. It's technically not one of her areas, so I don't know how she'll feel about it. Gardevoir. Vulpix, you can go. Gardevoir, you stay. How are things going for you, Sean? Gardevoir. Come here, honey. Hey, okay, now everybody is in, like, the general vicinity. We got Curly over here, Gardevoir over here, and we got Ralts over here. Got the whole family. Yep, it ends 8th of July, so this is pretty much our only opportunity to do so. Pretty much our one and only chance, since we won't have another Pokopia stream before the whole thing is wrapped up in the books. Speaking of which, now that I got this Gardevoir situation handled, gotta go do some of those missions so I can afford some stuff. I've already explained it once, but I'll do it one more time. Basically, you have these things called wish papers. You can craft them out of scrap paper, and then the Pokemon in our general area are walking around, and they all have quests for me, like little quests. And I accept their quest, and I give them the wish paper. Then when I complete the quest, the wish paper becomes sparkling, and it can be used as currency to buy the Jirachi furniture. That is the long and short of it. So I know I saw a couple of guys with some issues over here. Yep, there's Trapinch. Trapinch was having a problem. Ditto, can you help me real quick? Yeah, sure, why not? I have a real bad craving for a simple salad. Well, I already have one of those on me, so this will be a quick one-and-done transaction. So I hand over the wish note. Then I hand over the salad. And then the wish note sparkles. And then I get the wish note back, and now it's currency. Pretty simple stuff, but the furniture looks really nice. I was just looking at it a minute ago. It's all very nice. Very nice furniture set. I haven't decided on a place for Jirachi to live yet, though. We'll work on that. I did notice when I was doing my off-stream stuff, because I did actually do a couple of the quests, that some of them are actually, like, larger than others. Like, I had one for Alakazam, and he wanted me to make, like, a whole special, like, habitat thing for him. And that was, like, there was, like, I have 2 days to do this one. But then some of these smaller ones, they only give you, like, 1 day. Like, you gotta do it within that playtime. Oh, hold on. I was completely blanking there. What is the Froakie quest? Place a fire hydrant near their home. Okay. I have the recipe for that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then, we just place it over here. See, everybody everywhere has got missions for me so that I can farm this currency. Oh, wrong thing. Here we go. I'll put you right here. Are there shiny Pokemon? Not that I'm aware of. At the very least, I haven't run into any. Granted, that's not really saying much because I have gone years. I mentioned this during my Pokemon Blue playthrough, where I've only encountered one shiny Pokemon naturally in my entire time playing Pokemon, and I'm 27 years old. I've been playing Pokemon since I was a baby. And in that entire time, I've only encountered one shiny Pokemon on accident. So, it's also very popular that shiny Pokemon do exist in this game, and I just haven't found one. Oh, and he gave me a rare Pokemetal fragment, too. That's pretty good. See, this is one of the big ones. This is what I was talking about. He wants me to build a specific thing for him. The Gengar, Boo in the box, and the Switch on the floor. That's a weird thing for you to ask for. You know what? I might be able to do something about that for you. Did I play the Let's Go series? I did. Not to completion. I played most of Let's Go Pikachu. Whenever we get around to it, though, in the Pokemon Gauntlet, I will play through it, like, all the way to completion. Do I have the recipe for the Boo in the box? I feel like I do. Other, no, is it a miscellaneous? No, I guess I don't have the recipe. Do I have Minecraft? Funny story about me owning Minecraft. There's a fun little tale, so I guess I'll share it. I was a very, very, very early adopter of Minecraft. Like, I started playing Minecraft before they added mobs to the game. It was only crafting mode, there was no hunger system, there were no mobs in the game. It was basically just a big sandbox where you could build shit with, like, a handful of blocks. I was a very early adopter of Minecraft. And, essentially, I stopped playing for a very long time. Like, I completely fell out of love with Minecraft, I just never touched the game. And during that period of time where I stopped playing Minecraft was when the Mojang deal went through. Hold on, let me check what this trace is. Hey, it's Meowscarada. That's a pretty cool one. I might have to do that. But yeah, in the period of time where I wasn't playing Minecraft was during the era when the Microsoft Mojang deal was going down. And when that deal happened, people were supposed to, like, message in and link their Mojang accounts so that they could carry over their purchase. Well, literal years went by after that where I wasn't playing Minecraft and I just didn't bother to do it. And then by the time I actually wanted to play Minecraft again, I had no longer had access to the account and therefore my copy of the game. And also by this point, Minecraft had also gotten a lot more expensive. The game used to be way cheaper than it is now. Right? So I lost access to my account, which is where I had Minecraft, because it didn't transfer over. The game got more expensive. And for some reason, this is like completely my fault. Nobody to blame for this but myself. But for whatever reason, whenever I would get the urge to play Minecraft, I'd just buy like an account key off of G2A for like $1.99, play it for a couple days, play it for a couple weeks maybe. Then I'd lose interest again, and then I'd lose the passwords. I'd lose access to the passwords, whether the email gets deleted or whatever else, because I never actually changed the password to something that I would remember. I would just leave it to whatever the password was set as, then I would lose the email, which means the account becomes useless to me. So I've done this like 6 times. I do own the Bedrock edition. I owned Minecraft back on the 360. I owned Minecraft. I own the Switch 1 version of Minecraft, not the Switch 2 version. But I've done this multiple times, and I always make the same fucking mistake. Because I'm just not locked in on Minecraft enough to actually, like, be like, wait a minute. Don't make the mistake that you made the last couple times. Not you, I'm trying to talk to Rookie D. Look, you ain't gotta say my guy to me. Look, it's embarrassing enough to admit it here on stream. I know it's stupid. I know I fucked up. I've like I said, I've done this multiple times. Have I ever tried Cobblemon? No, I have not. I know of Cobblemon, just because I used to play a lot of Minecraft, and I know of Pokemon. Or I'm a fan of Pokemon. So, I know of it. That being said, Minecraft mods have never been, particularly... What's the right word? Minecraft mods have never been particularly, easy to run, I guess would be the way that I put it. So, I don't know if my PC could honestly handle streaming Minecraft. I know I could play Minecraft on my own. I could maybe play Cobblemon on my own. I don't know if my PC could handle streaming Cobblemon. I mean, I guess I could look into it, though. You've been playing it recently, so you just thought it'd be something fun? I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's not like I'm flush with other ideas right now, either. What was it saying? Do I not have any more shining notes? Oh, I don't. Let me make some more. Special stuff. There we go. Make is 14 more. I'm sure that'll be plenty enough to get everything that I want. But yeah, it's not like I'm flush with other ideas, because right now, I will go ahead and say there's a couple things. Obviously, Gibby Wolf, you remember him from the previous stream, is a big Undertale fan. He suggested Undertale. Phoebe from the YouTube chat is also an Undertale fan, and they've mentioned wanting me to play Undertale. So, there's definitely some demand for me to check out Undertale. And full disclosure, I own the game. I already own Undertale, I've just never played it. So I could play Undertale, but I will give the same response that I've given like the previous 3 times that somebody in chat has asked me about Undertale. I think that the Undertale fan base seems so remarkably toxic that I shudder to think of what kind of wrath I could incur if I do decide to lock in on Undertale and I don't play the game they want me to do. If I don't play like with the playstyle that they prefer, if I interpret the characters differently than they do, if I latch onto a character that they dislike, the Undertale fandom just seems like such utter garbage that I feel like I'm legitimately asking for trouble if I try to play Undertale. At least in a public way. At the very least, it looks that bad. I don't have a lot of one-on-one interactions with them because I'm not already an Undertale fan. But everything I see from them is them, like, picking a fight with somebody, harassing artists, saying, like, you didn't draw this character the way that I headcanon this character looking. Like, if they do, like, it's one of those things. It's not like it's anything that's foreign to any other fandom. It's just, like, from what I've seen, it's to a way, like, higher and much more prevalent level than it is in other fan bases. Oh, that's the, that's that other fucking thing. That's the giraffe rig thing that, from the game I haven't played yet. Words are, hard to come by. Where's my fly gone? And look, it's a difficult thing because part of me really does want to play Undertale. Like, I super latch on to certain series in like a really, really autistic way, super easily. Like, practically, when I became a FNAF fan, like, my obsession with FNAF pretty much spawned overnight, right? And I know that a lot of things about Undertale would appeal to me directly. Like, I know I would more than likely enjoy Undertale. But that all being said, I also know that when you... because I was a My Hero Academia fan, like, I know a thing or two about fan bases that are genuinely just embarrassing to be associated with. So it's not like I've never survived it before, but just because I've dealt with it before doesn't mean I want to deal with it again, you know? Oh, but that is just on the Undertale side of things. I have been thinking about a couple alternatives. Granted, the first few things that came to mind were all things that I would probably rather do during October. I've been thinking pretty heavily about what games I'm going to play for Spooky Month this year, and I've got a couple fun ideas, so there's that. I'll probably avoid playing anything like horror-centric or like spooky atmosphere. But when I was thinking of like smaller games that I could probably enjoy, I was thinking like, I don't know, maybe I could do like a Danganronpa stream, like do a Danganronpa playthrough. I watched the original Danganronpa anime back in the day, but I've never played any of the games, so I thought maybe that could be fun. Let's see what else. I've been wanting to try out Mecha Chameleon, but that's something I would rather do for like a collab stream than anything else. Plus, I've heard that Mecha Chameleon isn't very well optimized, so it might be a little bit rough on my PC at this point in time. Yeah, so I watched the Danganronpa anime like way back in the day, like my early anime days, like. I want to say, well, not like early, but like pretty early. I think I watched that one back in middle school, so it's been a long time. I don't remember too many of the story details, so playing the game would probably be like a fairly fresh experience for me. Like, I wouldn't know everything about it going in, which would be nice. Compared to like some other visual novels to where I remember the anime a lot more clearly. Those would probably be a little less enthused to play on the channel. And let me see, I've got 11 of these things saved up right now, so that should be enough to get a lot of furniture. Let me go ahead and start checking some of this stuff out. I did already buy one thing. I bought the Jirachi lamp was the first thing I bought. I guess I'll just go down the line. It's only cost 1. Yeah, that's pretty good. We get a bed. All this stuff is only costing 1. That's pretty good. Phew! Excuse me. Oh! Hidden item. Well, I really do appreciate that, Sean. It is good to know that whatever I play, even if it's something like super random or niche, that there's some people interested in it, so... I do appreciate that. That being said, I do still gotta figure out what the hell it is I'm gonna play. You know, I can probably go ahead and have Jirachi come with me, since I bought everything now. Oh. I was hoping that I could, like, make her live with me, but I guess not. Well, it's a good thing I bought everything. No, because I did a bunch of them, so I already had enough saved up to buy everything. So technically, I already have the whole roster. What I was trying to do was get Jirachi to live in a house, but I guess that's not happening. Let me go ahead and place one of these so I can just empty out a bunch of shit from my bag. Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, I pretty much have the whole roster right now, so... Bam, 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 bam. I can also go get the last thing. There we go. You know, it's probably just a timing thing. I remember at the end of the Sableye event that I got to have Sableye move in. I ended up having Sableye move into like his custom tent or whatever. So maybe they'll let me let Jirachi move in somewhere after the event is finished up. Maybe that's the way it goes. Okay, let me see here. I got a couple of backed messages. Actually, we're about 46 minutes into this video, so I think this is about a good place to call it. I just got all the furniture set from the Jirachi event, so the rest of everything that's going on here is just going to be me wrapping things up with, in the Sparkling Skyland. So, I'm going to call this video here, get another timer going, and then I'll check what all the messages I missed are. So, give me just a sec. Alright, we're gonna keep it going here, see if we can't wrap things up in the Sparkling Skyland area. Okay, so Left 4 Dead during Spooky Month. I think we talked about this during the Little Witch No Beta stream. I like Left 4 Dead 2 a lot, but it's not really something that I play by myself. And that's for multiple reasons. So... Left 4 Dead 2 is just one of the Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 is just one of those games that I think of as a co-op experience because the game is significantly easier to play if you're playing with friends. Cause the computer players are not very good. Let's just get that out there now. But then also the other side of that is your other question, how well do I deal with horror games? Not well at all is the answer to that question. You weren't here for my FNAF days, Sean. I legitimately rage quit and haven't picked up Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because I kept losing on night 5. I did nothing but lose for like 2 streams straight, and I'm like, okay, I'll get to it when I get to it, and I haven't touched the game since. I do not handle horror well at all. Finally Dragapult. I do want a Dragapult. I should probably find a place for that. Boxes, step stool, and bookshelf. You know, I bet you I can get it in one of the bigger ones. I'll probably have to build one of the bigger ones up top. Yeah, horror's like your kryptonite too? Yeah, I have never been good with horror. For the longest time, I wouldn't even watch horror movies, I wouldn't do any, I wouldn't be... If, like, somebody in my family, or somebody I was friends with was playing a horror game, like on the TV, I wouldn't even be in the room. I would legitimately be in a whole-ass different room to avoid engaging in that situation. Let's see here. I actually do want to build one of the big ones, so let me see if I can't find a place for it up top. That being said, though, I do have some plans already for Spooky Month. They're a little bit on the tamer side as far as horror games go, but I have been really wanting to check out the Chilla's Arts games. I'm sure you know about the Chilla's Arts games. Pretty much every streamer and their mama has played the Chilla's Arts games, so I'm like real late to the party on that one. But they're all very, very affordable, only like $2.99 per game. They're all short enough to where you could probably finish them in like a single stream. So, and there's a whole bunch of them too. So I could play like a bunch of them throughout the month of October. There's some like spooky themed games, but not necessarily horror games that I want to check out. Like, I remember a couple years ago, there was that one game where it's like a sort of cozy, like, community builder simulator type game, but there's also like a zombie survival element to it. I think it's called like Gravekeeper. Like you're in charge of upkeeping a graveyard and like prettifying it up and making it nice. But then like each night, like the things living in the things buried in the graveyard will rise from the dead and you have to fight them off. I was always very interested in that game, so I thought maybe I'd check that out. That's on sale right now on Steam, so I've been thinking about maybe copping that now so that I can play it in October. Digimon Survive? You know, I've never been super tuned into the Digimon games. I don't really know much about them. I watched a little bit of OG Digimon back in the day, but I never followed the whole thing like franchise super closely. Damn, this building is actually too big for whatever I can build up here. I'm really pushing it trying to build this up here. I could do this here and then build outward, make a platform for it. Yeah, probably something like this. I can clear some of this out, and then I can build the Porygon habitat inside of here. But it's a shame I gotta build so far off the cliff. That kind of looks ugly. But yeah, let's see. What else do I want to achieve for Spooky Month? I've been firmly out of the collab scene for like a long time. I haven't done any collab streams since my PNG tuber days. Partially because of the beef that I got into back during my PNG tuber days. All my old like collab partners and me, we're no longer on speaking terms, so I just haven't really opened myself back up to the opportunity. But I wouldn't be opposed to the idea of doing like a Phasmophobia stream again. I haven't played Phasmo in like a long time. Who knows? Maybe I could manage that. I'm not really close enough with anybody in the VTuber community right now to like openly reach out to anybody, but well, don't get me wrong, I'm not begging anybody. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not begging anybody to play games with me, but the issue therein lies that I have not made a conscious effort to really befriend anybody in the VTuber community lately, so it's not a matter of like, oh, I now need to beg. It's like oh, well, I haven't been networking, so I guess this is the consequence of that, is I don't have a bunch of people in mind to game with when I actually want to do collab stuff. That'll be some shit I have to address eventually. Then again, we're still a couple months out from October, so who knows what happens. If I'm able to work something out for Phasmo, then cool. If I'm not, then I'll find something else to play. Oh, Corviknight, cool. Pipes and a bunch of construction shit. What's the vibe look like when I collab? I mean, I'm a pretty sociable person, I like to think. I don't engage with chat as much. I will say that much. I'm not, like, super engaged with chat when I'm doing collab streams, just because I feel like that's kind of rude to the people that you're collabing with. Like, I feel like being super engaged with chat is what you do when you're streaming by yourself. When you're streaming with other people, you kind of owe it to them to be tuned into like, the conversations with them. Like, you converse with them, you bounce jokes off of them, like, you have a good time. What do I look for when finding people to collab with? I guess just the vibes. Like, how well do we mesh? Do we have, like, similar senses of humor? Do we have similar taste in games? Like, if I ask somebody to collab on something, are they forcing themselves to play that game even though it's something that they don't like? Like, I don't want a situation like that. Like, I want them to play something that they want to play, and then we both just happen to want to play it because we both have the same taste. There's also the whole matter of that I did get into beef with people in the VTuber community in the past because I didn't get to know them well enough. Like, they were a fair bit younger than me, I'm a little bit older, and we just have, like, different, I guess, different, like, limitations of the things we accept. Like, I'm old school otaku. A lot of the like anime things that I'm into, like the types of characters that I like, the types of themes that I like being explored in anime, would make a lot of like younger viewers uncomfortable. Like a lot of younger anime fans, for example, don't like certain themes being covered in like their anime because it makes them uncomfortable, because it triggers them, because they find it traumatic. So I don't want to call them soft, but like, compared to the things that I'm into, compared to the things that I enjoy, I would say it's soft. Right. So like me, I like a bunch of NSFW fan art, so from that logic, it wouldn't make sense for me to collab with somebody who is like a completely 100% safe for work VTuber, right? Like somebody who's uncomfortable with dirty jokes, somebody who does not engage with anything NSFW, it wouldn't make sense for me to collab with them because that wouldn't be something that they're comfortable with. I don't really have like hard limitations for who I'll collab with and who I won't, but just by virtue of having gotten the shit end of the stick before and had things not work out with previous collab partners, I think I'd probably be pretty selective. I think I can at least say that comfortably, that whoever I do end up collabing with in the future, I will have already gamed with them off stream in my own time, measured their vibe, see how well we get along in an off stream setting, and then I will determine if they are somebody that I would want to collab with. Not to mention, a lot of people are just very different when they stream compared to when they're like off stream. Like a lot of people might be like more aggressive, might be funnier, they might be more shy, like maybe they're less funny. It's hard to know. Yeah, like a lot of people have a completely different persona when they're streaming versus when they're not. I'd say that as far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty much what you see is what you get. Like, I am who I am. I specifically designed my VTuber character, my VTuber persona around being like me. So that my VTuber's interests are my interests. The games that my VTuber would want to play are what I would want to play. The people that my VTuber would the people that my VTuber would collab with or that my VTuber would get along with, or the people that I would get along with because he's literally just me. A lot of streamers have like a streamer version of themselves and then a non-streaming version of themselves. I'm pretty much just me. So who knows? I can't think of anybody off the top of my head who I would want to stream with, but I'm sure when I find them, I'll know. Oh, you used to stream, Sean? What did you used to play? Were you like a did you target like a specific niche? Or were you a variety streamer? While I'm here, let me go ahead and fix this one up. Damn, I need so much fucking grass to build here because of the broken up islands. I could also use a bunch of this regular soil and add grass on top of it and then cut that down. And serve some of these, like, outer edge blocks. Oh, you're a variety streamer, cool. Oh, you used to stream Switch Sports? I guess that, that makes sense why you were so hyped when I mentioned, a new Switch Sports coming out. But yeah, I've always been a variety streamer as well. I never tried to lock in on a niche. I just kind of play what I want to play. I kind of do the whole VTuber shebang, reaction videos, chatting about whatever, playing whatever I want, that kind of vibe. Like, there are a lot of completed playthroughs from back in the day that are just no longer viewable on my channel because they were from my previous era. Back in my PNG-tuber days, I played Sonic Frontiers, I played the first chapter of the Walking Dead Telltale game, I played Psychonauts, I played Little Nightmares 1 and 2, whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, you were steadily gaining followers, but then you stopped. You wanted to focus on working your relationship. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. A lot of... It's very difficult to get, like, a decent balance going between, like, work, life, on top of, like, streaming. Because in order to actually make it as a streamer, you pretty much have to treat it like a job. So if you're already, like, focused in on your actual career, streaming on top of that can be super difficult. I'd say that the growth over here on the old Sugar Bear VT channel has been fairly solid as of late. I think I project that we'll probably be approaching like maybe 500 by the end of the year. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that's the goal that I set for myself. Is I'm kind of aiming for like 500 over on YouTube. The Twitch growth has been significantly slower, but we've been getting some new followers here and there, which is nice. Twitch chat has always been the most active for me compared to the YouTube chat, so even though the Twitch numbers haven't been going up as steadily, I will say that people showing up in chat more still makes it feel like there's growth. compared to just number going up. Plus, after a while, viewers have an expectation or invisible expectations start to appear. Invisible expectations start to appear, and I wasn't a fan of that. I mean, yeah. I'm fairly good about shutting shit down. I mean, it's not the me that I want to be, but it's not a me I'm afraid to bring out. I guess I'll put it that way. Like, if I'm irritated, if I'm put off by something, I'm not afraid to let somebody know it. Like when I was playing Little Witch No Beta the other day, not the most recent stream, but the stream before that. When I was playing No Beta and Preston kept wanting to talk about fucking Anemo, because I was tilted in game, I snapped at him. Like, that's not me. That's not the me that I want to be. I don't enjoy like snapping at people. But if I'm irritated, I'm gonna let somebody know. Like, I will not hesitate to be like, fucking stop. So I'm not exactly too worried about those sorts of expectations coming up, or my chat getting into a habit of doing things that I'm not actually cool with. Like, I might play things up for comedy's sake. Like, I may be like, oh no, don't call me Unk, blah blah blah. But it's not like I give a shit. Like, I'll play it up for the laughs, and it's funny because I am actually getting older. I am on the older side for the average VTuber, so I'm not gonna be like, no, don't. Actually, I am drawing the line here. Don't call me Unk. Because it's just not that big a deal. But if chat ever did something that I was genuinely uncool with, you can trust that you'd hear about it. And I will say, rather than like invisible expectations, something that I have experienced in the past is that streamers come and go like day and night. If you stop streaming for a little bit, your chat will just abandon you. Like, you weren't here for it, Sean. This is after you joined in, cause you started following me in 2026, but I started streaming again in 2025. And I remember there just being like this general sense of like, shit, I've got to go on vacation this December. I've got to go visit my family. And there's no guarantee that the people who've been showing up in chat will still be here when I'm gone for a week. Taking a week off could be all it takes for them to move on and find a new streamer. And that was like a genuine thing that I was like concerned about. I was like, shit, are these people who have been showing up and enjoying my streams and talking to me in chat, are they actually still gonna show up if I disappear for a week and then come back? I don't so much feel that way now, because we have been achieving like steady growth over on YouTube, and we've been growing a little bit on Twitch as well. People have been more active in chat, across both chats, across Twitch and YouTube, so I don't feel that same level of concern of like, well, if I end up going on vacation this year to visit my family, I'm not necessarily worried about like, oh shit, is anybody gonna come back a week from now? You can only know what's happened. That is true. You don't know until it happens. The thing is that it has happened to me before. That's how I know that it's possible. That's why it was a thing that I was like feeling hesitant about. Like, I almost completely skipped visiting my family for Christmas because I was afraid of losing the progress that I'd gained. Like, I'm like, after streaming several days a week for month after month after month, I don't want to lose all my progress, so I legitimately almost skipped going home for Christmas just because I didn't want to lose what little I'd built. But, like I said, I'm not really worried about that now. But it is a thing that a lot of smaller streamers, a lot of smaller creators genuinely have to be worried about. And it's not just a streamer thing, it is genuinely just like an overall creative thing. Because if you're like a small independent YouTuber, and say you post videos like once a month, if you go a couple months without posting a video, the YouTube algorithm could just completely betray you. they'll stop showing, like, when you finally do come back and start posting videos again, there's a chance they might not put your notifications in your subscribers, like, inbox. There's a chance that you won't pop up on your subscribers, like, homepages, because because YouTube deemed you, like, no longer worthy of pushing with the algorithm. They're like, they stopped being consistent, therefore we don't need to prioritize them. Like, these are legitimate things that can happen to people, and it's scary. It's scary when you want to grow your platform, and these things can just happen out of nowhere, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, and should people come back, you know that they're coming back because they enjoy your content? I mean, yeah, for sure. There definitely is that vibe. Like, I did have those concerns, like, pre me going, like, traveling for Christmas. But then the people did come back. The people who were watching my streams before I left for Christmas did come back, and that was very reassuring. And what's even crazier for me is that some of the people who like followed me on like Twitch prior to me coming back to streaming, like people who subscribed to me back in like 2022, 2023 when I first started VTubing as like a PNG tuber, who may not have ever came in my chat before, who may just have been a lurker. Some of them have actually come back and been like first-time chatters in 2025 and 2026. I'd expect as much, Sean. If you were watching my streams during your honeymoon, I think there'd be a little bit. I think we'd all be in trouble. So, I'm not particularly surprised by that. I think we'd have some bigger issues to address if watching my streams is how you're spending your honeymoon. Like when Phoebe over in the YouTube chat was like, "Yeah, I'm going on a trip overseas to America, or we're traveling around." I think it was either America or Europe. And I'm like, "Okay, I guess we won't be seeing Phoebe for a little bit." And then literally Phoebe was like, "Hey, I'm in America right now. I'm coming. I'm stopping by to say hello." I'm like, "Phoebe, what are you doing here? You're in a whole ass different country right now. What are we doing?" The dedication I've seen from some of the newer viewers is genuinely baffling. You'll get your wife to watch the stream together. You know, transition your wife into a Sugar Bear VT fan. It's all for the Discord. This is just the long con to get the Discord going. Sean's actually been lurking in the background of my streams for years, and getting engaged and then eventually becoming married was all just a long ploy to get enough viewers to get the Discord going. The long con. Let's see here. I'm short on materials. The insane dedication, insane dedication. Even Gibby Wolf respects your dedication. That's why he gifted a sub. We're recognizing Sir Sean of Sugar Bear VT's Round Table of Knights. The #1 fan. Oh, another Pokemon trace. They've been going crazy today. Yeah, Sean with fucking emoji access or emote access is crazy. Brand new era for you. The world's changing, boys. Time we change too. I think I'm actually gonna head over to a Dream Island real quick, see if I can't get some Pokemetal. I'd like to get this town being built up before we end stream today, or get that building being built up before we end stream today, so... how are we looking on space? We got plenty of space. Let's go ahead and Call in a Drifloon. Let me see. Oh, we gained another follower on Twitch at some point. I didn't even notice that. Why isn't it showing up in my activity feed? How am I supposed to know who followed if it's not even notifying me? What the heck, Twitch? Bum-ass website. When Winds and Waves releases, will I be playing it? Yeah. Yes, I will absolutely 100% be playing Winds and Waves when it releases. I know I'm on the whole Pokemon Gauntlet grind right here, but that's neither here nor there. In the same way that I'm like, alright, the new Pokemon game just came out, being Pokopia, back then. I'm gonna play Pokopia. When Pokemon Winds and Waves comes out, I will consider that its own entity and pick that up when the game drops. So, here's kind of the way that I am viewing it. Any Pokemon game that releases post me starting the Pokemon Gauntlet, so anything that has come out since November 2025 is free range. I can do with it as I please. I don't have to wait to play it, whatever. But any game that came out before November 2025 is beholden to the Pokemon Gauntlet, and therefore I cannot play it until I get far enough in the Gauntlet to play it. So, like, right here on my desk, you can't see it, but I'm holding it up. Just use your imagination. I'm holding up the game case right now. I actually have Pokemon Legends Arceus and Pokemon Violet sitting right next to me on my desk, unopened, still with the plastic wrapped on it. I bought those games back during my PNG-tuber era, thinking that I would play them on stream, and then I went on my big hiatus and I never got around to it. So now those games are forever sealed until I get far enough in the Pokemon Gauntlet to play them. I have not touched the games, not once. Those games are locked off from me until I get far enough in the Pokemon Gauntlet to play them. Don't you bro me, that's the way we're doing this. Pokemon Gauntlet, serious business. I will get there eventually for sure, but not until I go through the prior 8 generations of Pokemon games. But yeah, it doesn't apply to Winds and Waves. I will 100% be playing Winds and Waves when it drops. So, no worries about that. If they drop any other Pokemon spin-offs, I'll be free to play those when they drop as well. Pokemon Gauntlet is I don't know the word. It applies backwards, not forwards. Whatever the word for that is. We'll get there when we get there. Grubby cell phone? What the fuck is grubby cell phone? A device with a cracked screen, it can't make any calls even when powered on. Okay. I guess you're gonna Dragonite it till later. Alright, that's not even a good one, Sean. That's not even a good one. But yes, I suppose... I guess you could say that. I guess you could say that's what's happening. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it, but I also own Legend ZA. When I bought my Switch 2, I bought the Legend ZA bundle. So, I also own Legend ZA and haven't touched it, so. That came out just before my return to streaming, so that one is also beholden to the Pokemon Gauntlet. Come on, Sean, this is good news. That means you get to see me play them for the first time. You get to witness me losing my Pokemon Legends virginity. Legends Arceus and Legends ZA. Both of them, you get the first time experience. Stand proud, Sean. I said what I said. Alright, now it is gonna take a little bit of time to smelt these down. So I'm gonna see what else I can accomplish, and this might turn into like a little time-lapse section when I'm editing the video. So we're gonna be going into a little bit of overtime just so that we can get this building going. Throw in some of the regular. I do need to go ahead and bring some electric types over here because I need them for the construction, so let's go grab a couple. Oh. God, it is so fucking hot today. I am so done with summer. Oh, thank God that fall is right around the corner. I cannot deal with the temperature repeatedly getting up into the high 90s and above. I should not be sweating just sitting at my desk. Alright, how about Mareep and Flaffy? We'll bring those two. Here you are, Mareep. Singapore's hot all year round? Damn. Yeah, I couldn't manage living somewhere like that. My body is just not built for it. Even in like the dead of winter, I'll have multiple fans going, sleep in light clothes, won't switch to a heavy blanket. Like I definitely prefer it cold. What do you mean you're gonna stay here? Unfinished business? What is it, a ghost? Hold on. What the fuck? I guess we're gonna find somebody else. You reap what you sow. Okay, that one's not bad. I'll give you that one. That one's not bad. Alright, let's roll. But yeah, it's a multi-layered thing, because for one, it becoming fall means that it'll cool off a lot. But then also, once we get to October, we can do all the spooky month stuff, which will be great. It'll be great for the channel overall, because it's an opportunity for me to find some new collab partners, do some Phasmophobia. It's an opportunity for me to try out a bunch of horror games. I know that people enjoy that. Like I get, like that one game that every single streamer was playing a couple months back. You know the one where you're in like a house and there are like people, they're like monsters pretending to be people, and you have to choose who you let into your house or not. You know what I'm talking about? I can maybe play that. I mean, I missed the hype train on it, but I still want to play it just for my own enjoyment. All the Chilla's Arts games. I'm sure there will be some new horror movies coming out, and I can drop some movie reviews. Yeah, no worries. Look, no worries about it, Sean. Show up when you can, and when you can't, you can't. I'm not butthurt about it. Your wedding obviously takes priority. The closer you get to it, the more stressful it's gonna be, so do what you gotta do. Yeah, I think it's like a 16-bit game, actually. And it's like blue, it's like the whole color scheme is like teal or turquoise and black. Like there's no other colors in the game. Look. You can make it up to me once the honeymoon's over. Convert your wife into a Sugar Bear VT fan. That's how you can make it up to me. Spread the gospel. Where the fuck is my other Pokemon? Where is my Electrode? Electrode! Where are you, boy? Electrode. Oh, you're over here, you goober. You must remember you were the first knight of the Round Table, Sean. The burden then falls upon you to gather our ranks. Build up our armies, so that we might form the Sugar Bear VT Discord server. This is your divine quest. Shirk not from duty. And other timely historical words. And so on and so forth. Once we have gathered our legions and we gather in the Discord server, we will attain a new power thought not possible. Yes, it is a noble task. That which is worth doing does not come easy. Know not that your efforts shall not be in vain once the grand army has been gathered. Alright, let me gather the rest of these goobers. We need Poliwrath, Altaria, Snivy, Metang, and Ralts. Poliwrath is probably still down here. Oh no, he's down there. I literally just saw him peeking through the curtain. The reaction time was a bit off. But there he is. Speaking of which, though we are not quite there yet, I will start looking into the concept of getting together a Discord server. It's gonna take some time to get it set up, so I gotta obviously make sure it's safe, make sure that we have bots in place, the channels are all established, all those things. So it won't be anytime soon. So My task will be to get it set up. Your task is to build the grand army that will wish to participate in the Discord happenings. Oh, look at him go. He can just swim up at normal. That's cool. Oh, and there's Snivy. Snivy! Snivy! You motherfucker. Damn, he's so fast. Where did he go? Did he go all the way to the top? Or some door shut. Where the fuck is Snivy? Where the hell did that little bastard go? There you are. Obnoxious. While we're here, I guess we'll gather the others. Where's Ralts? Great, now we gotta go looking for Ralts. I don't suppose Matang is— oh, Matang! 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 Motherfucker. Okay. So we've gathered some of the harder ones at least. Some of these are the usual suspects when it comes to being hard to find. Oh, Altaria, we needed her too. Okay, now we just need— okay, now it's swapped over to Curlia, so where the fuck is Curlia? Probably dancing around somewhere. I know she's friends with Vulpix, so maybe she's over here? Where are you, Curlia? No, there's Vulpix. Curlia's not with Vulpix, she must be somewhere else. I could probably TP to her. I know that Gardevoir was upstairs, so maybe I can just have Gardevoir take me. Then again, I don't know why Gardevoir wouldn't work. Gardevoir is the same typing as Curlia, so maybe I can just bring Gardevoir? Oh, no, the whole family's up here now. Sure, I'll just bring Curlia. Let's roll. And now I just wait for her to get down here. And spilt water on myself again. Oh boy. Okay. Everybody is assembled. Now we just need that last bit of Pokemetal. There should be at least enough to get this house being built. So let's go check on the smelting. Oh, and my battery's low. Well, it's a good thing we're— why is there only one done? Why is there only one done? This is obnoxious. Where is Cyndaquil? Where is Cyndaquil? Where's that no-working bum? Motherfucker. Cyndaquil! No Cyndaquil or Quilava to be found. Talk about making shit difficult for me. tacking on time to my stream, because why not? Whatever, I guess we're searching the old-fashioned way. Does Conkeldurr have anything for me? I mean, I didn't see him over there. Oh, you're hiding, huh? Alright. Smelt. Alright, this is probably gonna take a little bit. Guess I'll just try to get some odd jobs done around the place while I wait for this. I'll get the construction going, and then we can start wrapping up for stream. I will, however, make some simple hamburg steak. Cool. My Discord blowing up right now. Alright, oh, that's right, I forgot to make food was one of my challenges for the day. Yeah, not really achieving anything else. I mean, I guess I could gather some non-burnable garbage. I'm sure there's that somewhere around here. Okay, you know what? This is traveling a little bit faster than I thought. I think I only needed 3 more, so... I already picked up 1. Right. Right. I'm fairly certain I picked 1 up. Yeah. So I just need 2 more. 2 more should be enough. No, where's some non-burnable garbage? Garbage. Maybe over in Tinkaton's area? You know, I haven't seen Tinkaton in a little bit, so let me go talk to her. See if I can't boost her happiness a little bit. What's up? Oh, this is like an actual quest. I thought this was just like a wish thing. I've tried imagining other buildings, you know? Huge ones, but none of them make me feel anything. Like they're not even worth building. What am I supposed to do now? Change of scenery? Hey, that's not a bad idea. Maybe a little travel will get me out of this funk, eh? Say, those Pokemon centers here and there all have different look to them, right? You know, I've always wanted to see them for myself. Thinking you could bring me to them, sugar? Oh, and maybe you can share some fun memories while we're walking. Can't have a journey without stories to tell. Sure, why not? What is the quest overall? Bring Tinkmaster to any Pokemon Center except for the Skyland one. Okay, well, I've got a little bit of time to kill while I wait for the smelting to finish, so I'll just bring her to the Bleak Beach one. It's just through one gate, so that'll be real quick. Come on, girl. Where are you? Think Master. What are you doing? Big stretch. Yep, no shortcuts indeed. She's still following, right? She really takes her time. Definitely not the slowest Pokemon we've encountered, but she's also very short, so she's never good at climbing things. It is definitely realistic. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I just wish there was a more convenient way to transport Pokemon. Like, when you're in the early game area, it makes sense, right? Like, they want to encourage you to build certain stuff and repair things a certain way so that your Pokemon can travel. But, once you're late game, and we most certainly are late game, like, we are very much near the end, you'd think that they would just, like, streamline the process a little bit for you, I guess. I don't know. It'd be nice. I'm not really sure Tankmaster's gonna get what she wants out of this, because right now that the Jirachi event's going on, they all have the same decorations. I don't really think that's probably not what she wanted. But I guess that ultimately doesn't matter, because the mission just specifies anyone other than Skyland. Tink! This has got to be the coolest thing I've ever seen! Those lights shining on the building look great! Speaking of lights, this is where you and Pikachu met, right, bud? How'd that go down? What happened? Huh, so Mosslax was napping in the mountains and you lit up the whole town to wake him up? And then Raikou showed up with a crash of lightning. Now that's what I call a shocking entrance! Still, I feel a little bad for Mosslax, imagining losing your home and getting trapped in the mountains while you slept. See, I got trapped too one time. I was doing a bit of cave mining for materials when the ceiling suddenly collapsed. I thought I was done for. If a kind Diglett hadn't gotten me out, I'd probably still be lost in that cave. I can't tell you how relieved I was to get back to my own pad. Truly no place like home. I sure hope Mosslax was able to find a place they call home. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is a multifaceted quest, huh? No? Oh, no, it wants me to take her to all of them. Okay. Sure, why not? I guess we're doing this. Actually, no. You stay here. Actually, I'll bring you back with me. We'll continue this later. I feel like this would work out better for, like, I guess the next Pokopia stream. Because I'm probably going to end up back in the starting area for the next Pokopia stream anyways, because I'm already almost at the end of the game. So, I'll just bring you back over here. And we'll finish this later. I didn't realize this was going to be such a big quest when I brought you along. See ya. Yeah, the quest reappeared after I let go of her, so we'll do that next time. That's a next time quest. For now, we should have enough Pokemetal to get the construction going. I mean, it was going relatively quick. I am using one of the better smelters. So, yeah, look, 6 of them are done. That's more than I need. Well, more than I need. Yep, that's plenty. Let's get this damn thing going. Yep, alrighty. This one video's already been going for about an hour, so I'm gonna have plenty of stuff to trim down here, so seems like as good a place as any to start wrapping things up, so let's touch down here and do a little outro bit. You're also about to KO? It is late as hell for you, Sean. I appreciate you for stopping by. As always, it does mean a great deal when the folks in chat who live in vastly different time zones from me are able to come by and hang out. So, we're just gonna wrap things up here. You can check out at your leisure. Let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and call the video here, and then I'll do an actual outro in the chatting page. So yeah, see you for the next Pokopia one. Okay, now let me save the game, and then I'll actually wrap things up chatting. Ugh. Okay, ba-ba-ba. I'm tired. I am tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I think I mentioned at the start of the stream, I went to bed at like 2 a.m. last night. So, which is like significantly less sleep than I normally get on a night before a stream. I always try to like get like a decent like 7 or 8 hours before I stream, just so that I've got like a good energy going. But I got caught up talking with some friends last night, so it just wasn't in the cards for me. So I'm rolling on like 5 or 6 hours compared to the usual like 7. But it is what it is. We managed to make it through the stream. Now I just gotta make it through the editing process. But yeah, I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you for stopping by, despite the massive time zone differences, as well as any lurkers as well. The lurkers are always much appreciated over in the YouTube chat, over in the Twitch chat. You are all equally appreciated by me, despite being the lurkers. The lurkers are the backbone of the streamer community, so know that you are appreciated. That being said, this is about where we gotta wrap things up for today. I gotta get to the big old editing process. I'm sure I'll get plenty of shorts out of today's stream just from the sheer amount of yapping that I ended up doing. So I gotta work on those. And I also gotta do the off-stream grinding to prepare me for the Wednesday and Thursday or the Wednesday and Friday streams. As usual, we've got another Little Witch No Beta stream on Wednesday, where we got to go up against the terrible, evil, no good, dastardly room that we encountered at the end of the previous No Beta stream. We're gonna be doing that on Wednesday, and then we are back to once again face off with Misty on Friday, and I gotta do the fucking off-stream grinding to get my Pikachu as well as the rest of the team up to snuff before we have to go up against Misty, Gary, and the entire Gold Nugget Bridge. So lots of off-stream grinding that I gotta do this week. Not necessarily looking forward to it, but it's gotta be done. So it's what's gotta happen. Editing the videos after this, yep. That is the usual grind. After every stream, I am editing the videos afterwards, so gotta handle all that stuff. I'll be handling that for the next few hours. Hopefully I will find a chance to nap in between if I'm lucky. But yeah, appreciate you guys for stopping by and for lurking. And I will hopefully see you guys for the stream on Wednesday, and if not, I'll see you guys again for the Pokemon Yellow stream on Friday. But yeah, thanks for coming. Peace.